This I wanna nail sports to the bone. Top blogger, top YouTube channel. No matter which sports here, we got it covered. Subscribe and hit the notification bell.
A blessed day to you, all my viewers and subscribers. Welcome back to another video. Yes, my beautiful peeps, it's a pleasure to be here with you guys again. And in this video, I just want to spend some time and take a look at a couple of the players that were, they really stood out in the fifth and final round of the 4-day regional championship. At the end of each round, I usually highlight the players that would have gotten centuries and the bowlers that would have picked up 5-wicket hauls. So we're just going to spend some time and look at that. Plus, we're going to talk a little bit about the MVP, the most valuable player of the tournament, which, is Athanaze. Going to take a look at his numbers and what he would have achieved against most of the teams. So, against all of the teams. So we're going to talk about all of that, my peeps. In the meantime, just go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Make sure you turn on that post notification bell so you can be notified once a video is uploaded. All right, so we're going to kick things off with the MVP of the tournament. And that is none other than the Windward Islands captain, Athanaze. And I must say, congratulations to him. The youngster really came out and he led from the front. If you take a look at the scores against Guyana, he made, against Trinidad and Tobago, he made 41 and 51. Versus Guyana, he made 141 and 11. Against Jamaica, he made 81 and 97. Versus Leeward Islands, he made 127 and 38. And versus Barbados, he made 59, and in one of the innings he didn't score. So that is how Athanaze that is how the scores look. And as I said, he was identified, or he was selected as the player of the tournament. So we just want to say shout out to Alec, and we just want to encourage him to continue putting in the work. Not very often we see batsmen coming through and really dominating like that right across the tournament. He didn't get all centuries, but at the end of the day, he was still able to go out there and get runs in most of the games that he would have played. So, shout out to him. And we are just hoping that this is not a purple patch, and this is just him, regaining his form, because you guys probably would remember from the interview that I had with him. He would have reminded us that he was one of the leading run scorer, I think, in the under-19 World Cup. So it's good to see him running back into form, and we're hoping that he will be able to take this sort of form to the next level, as he is expected to make his debut, when we go up against India. So we're going to continue to monitor his progress and see how that goes. All right. Sticking to the 4-day regional championship, we just want to take a look at the players that were top performers in the final round. And so the bowlers are the one that really stood out in that round. Quite a few of them got 5-wicket hauls. Only one batsman was able to get a century, and that is Shane Mosley. Shane Mosley, opening for Barbados, he was able to get a century, 112. So shout out to Shane Mosley for getting that century. Now, in terms of the bowling, the bowlers really stood out, and the first one that we would like to recognize is Kevin Sinclair. And Kevin Sinclair, especially on the final day, he was able to bowl Guyana to victory, and in doing so, he gave his captain Leon Johnson a winning send-off. He actually got 6 for 33 in that final game there. We also had Larry Edward getting 6 for 43 in that round. So Larry Edward doing his thing. And, you know, we would have also seen Kenneth Dember doing his thing also for his team, the Volcanoes, picking up 5 for 26. And, you know, we also have Tian Webster for Trinidad and Tobago Red Force getting 5 for 36. 5 for 36, you know. And last but by no means least, Akeem Jordan getting 5 for 44. So another 5 wicket haul there. So, you know, we just have to say shout out to the bowlers. None of them, we don't really have anybody bowling any rapid pace or anything like that, but at the end of the day they were asked to do a job and they were able to go out there and get the job done. So, you know, we just want to highlight them for getting all of that done. I also want to touch on the under 15 championship. You understand? The little tournament there, I would have given you guys some information yesterday that the under 15 tournament you know, was set to kick off today. And while I am recording this, the players are actually on the field already, or should be on the field. So we have the Jamaica under 15s taking on Barbados under 15. We also have the Leeward Islands under 15 taking on the Windward Islands under 15. And we have the Trinidad and Tobago under 15 taking on the Guyana under 15s. So hopefully by the end of today, I will be able to give you guys some info on that. And just to remind you, it's called the CWI Rising Stars under 15 Super 50 Championship. So it's not a 4-day, you know, it's not 4 days, it's a Super 50. So we're definitely going to keep a close eye on that to see how the players will perform. And last but not least, I'm not too sure how many of you guys are actually following the IPL so far. I personally, I haven't gotten a chance to really see most of to see the games in their entirety. But, you know, I was able to see Kyle Mayers and Pooran doing their thing. So we are without the lights of Chris Gayle and Powell, Chris Gayle and Pollard and Bravo. But, you know, the West Indies is still being represented. So, you know, we're just going to continue to keep a close eye on things. And we are hoping that at the end of this season, somebody like Alzari Joseph and Kyle Mayers will put up teams will put up a bidding war to get their signature, especially. Hetmeyer, he is also there. Not playing any international cricket at the moment, but you don't know, once you're from the Caribbean, we want you to we want a man to perform well, and we wish the best for all the players. So even though we would have seen situations where players are not necessarily turning out for the West Indies team, we still want to see them perform. We still want to see them earn a living, but we don't necessarily have a lot of compassion, or we don't necessarily have a lot of feeling for them if they are not performing, because they are not playing international cricket. But, you know, we're wishing them the best just the same. So we're going to leave this one right here for now, my peeps. Big up on yourself and stay safe.